Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. It is once again the best time of the week if you are a Call of Duty player. It is Thirsty Thursday. If you don't have your G Fuel on the ready, you already know Code Immortal has got you covered with that spicy 10 to 30% off discount. And alongside it being Thirsty Thursday, that also means it is update day here in Warzone, Cold War, and Modern Warfare. And today we're breaking down everything that ended up changing across the board. As always, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it, would be seriously appreciated. And of course, if you're new here, or if you're a part of the 55% of viewers who aren't already subscribed to the channel, I am always covering everything going on in COD, news, updates, loadouts, all that stuff. So feel free to subscribe, that way you can always stay up to date. So just a heads up, first and foremost, today's update is not an official title update. Instead, it's just like the basic weekly update. AKA, you don't have to download anything for this one. You're able to just log on, boot up the game, and then start playing right after you get past the whole update requires restart screen. So relatively simple this week. Honestly, we're not too sure when we're going to see another title update. It may not be until Season 4, which is in the middle of June. Now, getting into the Warzone stuff for today, there's actually quite a bit that we got to talk about that doesn't necessarily have to do directly with today's update, but it's all sort of affected by it. Initially yesterday, Raven tweeted out a very interesting tweet. The sole caption was just the thinking emoji, and it's this image here. It says cargo, then something is scratched out. It ends with ETA, it looks like. I'm not sure if that's talking about meta or what. Then it says Verdansk blank needs saving. Something must be done soon. Then in the bottom right, it says T1. Really, there's not much going on here. I'm not really sure what to get out of this. I assume we're probably going to see more teasers like this in the near future. Cargo trucks, maybe something about that. Verdansk, something needs saving. And, well, lo and behold, it is now update day, and we have a better understanding of what that teaser was. Today, Raven put out a brand new update alongside today's playlist update, which obviously we'll be getting to later on into the video. And we actually have some patch notes for once. Usually on Thursdays, we don't get patch notes. Today we do. We have the May 27th update. As far as gameplay goes, cargo truck spawn rates for Verdansk solos have been reduced to 5 static from a range of 16 to 20. That's going to go into effect once the playlist is live. So after you guys are seeing this video, it will already be live. But yeah, the cargo truck spawns in solos are going to be drastically reduced. That to me is fantastic news. You're not going to have 19 different cargo trucks in the end zone anymore. As far as bug fixes go, they fixed additional map locations in Verdansk that allowed players to reach out of bounds areas. So even more exploits were fixed there. They fixed even more collision issues with, bullets not being able to go through like certain rocks and stuff, even though you're looking past them. They fixed a bug where vehicles could actually down or kill squad mates, so no more friendly fire vehicles. They fixed an issue in Nakatomi Plaza where the vault access denied audio could be heard throughout the entire building. They fixed a bug preventing the ballistic knife camo skins from unlocking. They fixed a bug with the 5 milliwatt laser for snipers not displaying the aiming stability as a pro. Then they also fixed the incorrect labeling of the sniper rifle Echo as sniper rifle Delta. Now, this update also included some brand new weapon tuning. They actually nerfed the AMAX yet again. On the AMAX, the headshot multiplier decreased from 1.62 down to 1.5. They say the AMAX has continued to display disproportionate levels of dominance over the long-range rifle space. As we continue our efforts to raise the time to kill, we feel the best course of action here is to reduce the power level of outliers rather than increase others to meet it. We believe it will take some time to adjust to a landscape where the AMAX is not the undisputed king of long-range weapons, but we feel this is a net positive given how many more weapons we expect to be introduced into viability with this update. So again, another big W in my book. On the Farah, they actually adjusted the recoil pattern to smooth it out some, and they also increased the hip spread to basically make the Farah a more viable long-range rifle. For TAC Rifle Charlie, the recoil magnitude was decreased. Then for the Tundra, the base optic was adjusted. They've also made some adjustments to reduce the fisheye lens effect. Then for various attachments, they also changed some stuff here. The 3x optic was reworked, and so was the 4x in the SUSAT multi-zoom. They say here, we feel that these changes cannot be understated, the impact of them rather. We believe optics have been holding back the long-range viability of Cold War weapons. We expect that these optic adjustments are going to drastically change that. When optics are too close to the camera, we feel they can be a bit distracting, and in long-range engagements especially, visual clarity is crucial. So basically, they reworked these optics to make them a bit more clear, which is, again, great news. For the suppressor on the LMG, the ADS speed was increased by 1.5%, and the sprint to fire speed was increased by 1% as well. Then There's a few things that we got to talk about, partially revolving around the week ahead after today's update, then also just the general future as well, and it all connects to the 80s Action Heroes event. Now, the event itself is still going on in Cold War and Warzone, but as for the limited time rewards, the new emblems, the calling cards, and the blueprints for Cold War and Warzone, those are only going to be around until next Thursday. So come June 3rd, the special limited time event challenges are going to expire, and those rewards are not going to be available any longer. So if you're looking to unlock any of that custom stuff, be sure to jump on and grind out some games in the coming week. Now, while the event is ending next week, what doesn't seem to be ending is the limited time Warzone map that of course features Nakatomi Plaza and the Giant Tower, alongside the CIA outpost and also the various survival camps as well. As we know, we got these changes with the Season 3 Reloaded update to sort of help bring the 80s Heroes event into the Verdansk environment. However, in a recent interview with VentureBeat, Raven was asked if the Warzone map was going to return to normal after a certain point, or if these changes were going to be permanent. And to that, we got the response of, we're focused on the event right now. We're looking at the next window going live tomorrow. So this was actually before the event went live, going live tomorrow and then through June. Moving forward, we have other events that we're looking forward to, other new content that we'll be focusing on. We're going to continue exploring. This is a new exciting event for us, but I think it's showing us some of the things that we can do with the Warzone map, especially as we've introduced the 80s theme. That's something we're going to continue to look into. So mainly what we get out of this is that the Warzone map changes for the event will be lasting into June. Obviously, like I said, we've got the Season 4 update around the 16th or so, I believe. And they're also planning other events like this, which I'd say is very, very cool. I'm excited to see what they've got cooking in the background. But main point being, the actual 80s Action Heroes event is ending next week. The map changes, though, seem to be staying throughout June. Now, yesterday, Raven also provided a different update outside of that whole teaser that we just talked about. They basically talked about a new ban wave update. This time, though, it was mainly focused on toxicity rather than cheating. That said, obviously, they are still working on banning cheaters. They've previously said they're, quote-unquote, investing more into combating them, meaning theoretically and presumably we're going to be getting an anti-cheat in the relatively near future, hopefully. But this new ban wave report that Raven put out says that over the past 12 months, they've banned over 350,000 accounts that were reported for having inappropriate names or that had toxic behavior. They've deployed new in-game filters to prevent offensive names or profiles from ever even being created. They've improved the tech to filter out offensive text chat and implemented 11 different language filters as well. They also go on to say that they're going to continue their efforts in the following areas, including adding more resources for detection and enforcement. In my opinion, that goes for both just general toxic things, then also cheating. That in a way is almost hinting at an anti-cheat for what it's worth. They're also improving back-end tech to monitor things better. They're updating the database systems. They're enhancing their review policy, then also improving their communication, which by all counts is great news to me. Obviously, though, in this case, actions are going to speak louder than words. I love that we're getting more frequent communication about the ways they're improving the quality of life for the game, but of course, the end goal is seeing those changes seriously improve the game firsthand. Now, as far as today's playlist update goes, of course, we have the usual Battle Royale quads, trios, duos, and solos as always. We've got Power Grab still available, Rebirth Resurgence quads, then also Plunder trios. And then over in Modern Warfare this week, of course, we've got the regular quick play stuff. We've got Standard Ground War, Blueprint Gunfight, Shoot the Ship, 1v1 me bro, Infected, and then finally Stir Crazy. Of course, you love to see the Shoot the Ship is still around. Hopefully, whenever the CX-9 and the RAL eventually drop, that'll still be around so we can level those up pretty quickly and get to grinding on those. Then for Cold War, obviously, it's no surprise that we got some new modes to try out this week and some new playlists in general. For the coming week, we've got a few standouts, including Rambo's Gun Game, which is pretty much like your standard gun game mode, same rules and effect as normal and whatnot, but there's a few special weapons included in the weapon rotation this time around. There is the Combat Bow, the Death Machine, the War Machine, then also the RPG. In addition to that, all players have a stim shot equipped as well, so you definitely got to make your shots count. Then we've also got Die Hardpoint still around for the next week, Standoff 24/7, Fire Team Elimination aka Blackout 2.0, Nuketown 24/7, the 12v12 Mosh Pit, the Party Games Mosh Pit, Gunfight 3v3, then finally the normal Fire Team Mosh Pit as well. Now, to close things out, we've got some new stuff in the store too. Earlier on this week, we saw the new Death's Veil Maxis bundle drop. This one goes for 2,000 COD points and features the Death's Bride skin for Maxis, the Death's Vow SMG blueprint, the Death's Protest LMG blueprint, a new melee blueprint for the shovel, a new finishing move, a charm, a Cold War vehicle skin, a calling card, and then also a sticker. And then today we also got the Road Rage Reactive Bundle, which goes for 2,400 COD points. This features the direct injection sniper, which actually evolves as you get kills with it, the battering ram SMG, a brand new skin for Stitch, a new Cold War exclusive vehicle skin, a charm, a gesture, an emblem, and then also a calling card. So yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively everything that ended up changing in today's updates across the board, and also some of what's going on in the background as well, some future changes coming to Warzone and whatnot. That is going to wrap things up for today. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, loadouts, and pretty much everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.